Hello everyone, welcome back. So today I'm going to show you 4 different methods of making a connection to this 3-pin terminal. Now my last video, you saw me restore this light and rewire it, and I didn't do anything with the end yet because I'm going to get this on the machine first, figure out how long I need this, cut it to the right length, and then I'm going to connect this to this terminal block. Okay. So I know Howard said you're going to regret cutting these off. So these are the connections that were on the original light, and you cannot find these. Okay. So, like I said, I'm going to show you 4 different ways to make this connection, from the first way, which is the least desirable, all the way up to the fourth way, which is the most desirable, at least in my opinion. Okay. So, the first way, and let me show you this. Okay. This has a little screw knob on here. And before we get into the wires, you see that little washer on there? If your terminal doesn't have the washer on the bottom, just a little plain old brass washer, go pick yourself up some. You can get a pack of 4 of these for like $1.38 at Home Depot. Okay, mine was missing them all, so that tells me a few things. Somebody messed with this already, and somebody lost all the washers. All right, so the first way you could do it is you have your wire. Okay, twist it, bend it round, put it on the terminal, and screw it on. Now, if you're going to do it this way, make sure that this tail end of the wire is towards the right side. So when you tighten it down, it goes around. Um, that's my least favorite way. I do not like making connections like that. And on this block right now, you see the motor is on 2 and 3, and then the light's going to go on 1 and 3. So there's going to be 2 wires on here like that. I do not like that. Okay. The second way, let me bring this over. Okay. Is you take your wire, get yourself some, make sure it's twisted tight. Get yourself some, am I in frame here? I'm way off there, aren't I? Get yourself a soldering iron and some solder. You got a little flux here, get a little flux on it. And you're going to tin this. Okay. You let that cool off. Okay. Now you could bend this and put it onto the terminal block. That's a little bit better than the first way. Not great though, either. All right, the fourth way is you could use these little terminals. Crimp them on or solder them on. The problem with that is the terminal that you have to put two on, it really doesn't fit right. Okay. So we'll nix that one. Now the third one is to get yourself some eyelets. Okay. Now I picked this up off of Amazon and it was approximately $11 for the punches, the setting tool, and the eyelets. And there's 100 of these in this pack. Now, you can go pick up a inexpensive one like in Michael's or Joann's or Hobby Lobby or Amazon that has like a crimping tool. Um, just be aware that the eyelets need to be, they can't be painted, okay? Otherwise, you're not going to make a good connection. So if you have 100 eyelets in the little bag, probably only maybe 25 of them or so, or maybe even less, are going to be bare metal. Okay, now these are metal with a brass plating on them. Okay, so these are going to conduct the electricity very well. And how I do it is, let me get my little piece out here. Grab one of these eyelets. And depending on what you buy, you may have these little caps or washers that go on top, or you may not. I prefer them with this little cap, okay? Now what you're going to do is get your anvil out. This set comes with a punch also. Oh, man, my phone is moving, isn't it? Had a life of its own there. Okay. This is a 5 millimeter, which is kind of equivalent to around 3/16, which fits fine on that. Okay. Like I said, this has a little anvil. And what you want to do is get a screwdriver or something. And again, I had mentioned this a few times on these videos. Well, actually, I'm not going to use that one. Let's use this one. It doesn't have the solder on it. I didn't invent all this stuff. I've been watching videos from Sewing Machine Rehab. Um, Lovely lady Jen. She's just a wealth of knowledge. I've been watching videos from another gentleman named Bob Fowler. Um, I'm in my beginning stages of learning all this stuff. And I watched another one, I think it was Bespoke something or another. I'll try to remember to put all the links in the description. If they're not in the description, go look under my playlists and they'll all be in a thing called Singer Sewing Machines or something like that. All right. So you want to take this, make sure it's good and tight, get a screwdriver approximately the size of that post. Okay. Bend this around. So you could start it, okay? Put that in your post, into your die. Place that on top. Now, actually, I need a metal surface. Let me move you over here. I think we could see that. Put that on the little anvil. Now, another tip, whenever you're using any kind of punches or anything like that that are made out of metal, use a brass hammer, okay? So we're going to place this in here, put the little top on. Again, camera's always in the way. Get your setting tool in there. And boom, there you have it. Howard, how's that? All right, let me bring you back over here. All right, so now you have this that'll fit easily over your terminal, okay? And if you have a second one, you can put that over your terminal and it fits nicely. Simple as that. So that's how we're going to wire it up. And I think that's the best method. It's obviously as close as you could possibly get to the original. The size is a little bit bigger, but it works fine. So there you have it. My little tip on making the connections on the end of the lights or the motors for your 3-pin terminal. I hope that was useful to you. You know I'm going to say it. I'm sending you all much, much love and appreciation, my brothers and sisters. I hope you all are doing well. I want to thank you again for coming along, and we'll see you on the next one.